Shalom, shalom lekulam. Dear friends and the sympathizers of the world, I am Chief Rabbi Elnatan Elchanan of the Chief Rabbinate of Africa, the Chief Rabbi of Namibia, South Africa, Angola and Uganda, of South Africa. Once again, permit me to share a few words with you. After the war was declared on the 7th, the Chief Rabbinate of Africa, the Chief Rabbi of Africa, His Highness Pinchas Eliyahu Shaddai, issued a statement condemning that brutality by Hamas. The world leaders have also reacted to do that brutality against all and condemning the same. Returning to the Torah is our DNA in any situation, to consult the Torah. Because the Torah commands us to ask our Father, to ask the Zekanim, the wise men of the Torah. In the ethics of the fathers, Hillel, being one of those icons of the Torah, said, "Do not judge your fellow man until you have reached his place." Many reactions from different Jewish communities around the world, and our sympathizers have been shared and have been heard. Just as we, the Chief Rabbinate of Africa, have in the strongest term condemned violence and the brutality inflicted upon us Jews in Israel by Hamas, on the 7th of October, 2023, the Chief Rabbinate of Africa further condemns any form of violence, either it's in his speech or in another form. Of late, through social media, audios, and the video clips at our disposal, the Chief Rabbinate of Africa have learned therefrom about the outrage, attack, and assault against the head of state and the government, His Excellency Ramaphosa of South Africa, of his assumed silence on a brutality attack against the people of Israel, the State of Israel, by Hamas. In the speech as read by the chairperson of South Africa Jewish Board of Deputies, presupposed that the silence of the people of South Africa through their leadership is a lack of solidarity and sympathy with the State of Israel. In the same words of the sage as quoted above, called unto thee conflict management of the Chief Rabbinate of Africa, to probe into such approach in the tone of language in those audios and the video clips. We found that such approach in the language used challenging the Torah values and the Jewishness that we as Jews ought to represent in the area Torah diplomacy. Inasmuch as the attack in Israel is the nightmare of the world, we the Jews should not use it as an excuse to break loose of the Torah diplomacy. In any land we find ourselves, when addressing the head of state and the government, in any way, in anyhow, we should not expect the head of state to react at the time of our choosing. Not reacted at the time expected of him is not a proof that the head of state and the nation that he embodies does not care and they all empathize with us. Personally, as one of the revolutionaries and the freedom fighters of both Southwest Africa then, now Namibia, and the South African independencies, we did not expect that the president and the people of South Africa deserve such utterances and the assertion as presented in the speech of the chairperson of South African Jews Board of Deputies. Through exchange and honest